Right now, Americans owe more on credit cards than at any point in recorded history. Over $1.17 trillion. That's trillion with a T. And the delinquency rate is climbing faster than it did in the months before the 2008 financial crisis. Most people don't realize they're already inside the trap. And the banks, they're counting on that. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how this trap was designed, why it's accelerating right now, and the 3 concrete moves you can make today to get out or stay out before it gets worse. Let's start with the number that nobody in mainstream media wants to talk about. American credit card balances crossed $1.17 trillion at the end of 2025. That's not total consumer debt. That's just credit cards. For context, during the 2008 financial crisis, the crash that wiped out trillions in wealth and pushed unemployment to 10%, total credit card debt peaked at $866 billion. We're now 35% higher than that crisis peak. And nobody is panicking. Yet. The average American household is now carrying over $10,000 in credit card debt. The average annual percentage rate, the interest you're paying, hit 22.8%. That's the highest the Federal Reserve has recorded since they started tracking in 1994. Do the math. At 22.8%, a $10,000 balance costs you $2,280 every single year, just in interest. That's money that will never build wealth. Never fund a retirement. Never compound. It disappears into a bank's profit column every single month. Now here's the part that should alarm every American watching this. The delinquency rate. In the third quarter of 2025, 7.18% of all credit card accounts transitioned to delinquency. That means people are no longer able to make minimum payments. That's the highest rate since 2011. And the trajectory isn't flattening, it's accelerating. Look at who's getting hit hardest. The 35 to 44 age group, people who should be in their peak earning years, building wealth, paying down mortgages, they're showing delinquency rates above 10%. These aren't irresponsible teenagers maxing out cards at the mall. These are working adults who got squeezed between rising costs and stagnant wages, used credit to bridge the gap, and now can't keep up with the interest. Here's why this matters beyond personal finance. When delinquency rises, banks tighten credit standards. When credit tightens, consumer spending slows. Consumer spending is 70% of US GDP. You follow the chain? Rising personal debt stress doesn't stay personal. It becomes a macroeconomic event. We saw this exact sequence play out in 2006 and 2007, 18 months before the crash. Let me show you the mechanism that makes this trap so effective. Banks did not design minimum payments for your benefit. They designed them for maximum profit extraction. Here's what minimum payments actually do. Take a $10,000 balance at 22.8% APR. If you pay only the minimum every month, which is typically 2% of the balance, you will be paying that debt for 27 years. The total amount you will pay back is over $25,000. For a $10,000 debt. 2.5 times what you borrowed. And the bank booked this as guaranteed profit the moment you signed the cardholder agreement. This is not a bug. It is a feature. The entire minimum payment system is engineered to keep you in debt long enough to extract maximum interest revenue. The moment you understand this, you realize you're not managing a financial tool. You're navigating a financial trap. So what does this mean for the broader economy? And why should you care even if your own debt is manageable? Here's the signal most people are missing. When household debt stress reaches critical levels, the first thing that contracts is discretionary consumer spending. People stop eating out. They delay car purchases. They stop booking vacations. Retail numbers fall. Corporate earnings disappoint. Stock prices drop. Layoffs follow. And the cycle accelerates. Watch these 3 data points in the months ahead: monthly retail sales reports, the University of Michigan Consumer Confidence Index, and the Federal Reserve's quarterly credit card delinquency report. These are the canary in the coal mine. When all 3 are moving negative simultaneously, and right now, 2 of 3 already are, a broader economic contraction is typically 6 to 12 months away. This isn't speculation. It's the same pattern that preceded every major consumer-driven recession since 1980. So what can you actually do about this? 3 moves. Concrete. Actionable today. Move 1. Execute a balance transfer if you qualify. Many banks still offer 0% APR introductory periods, 15 to 21 months, on balance transfers. If your credit score is above 700, you can move your high-interest debt to a 0% card and pay it down interest-free. The transfer fee is typically 3%. On a $10,000 balance, you pay $300 once instead of $2,200 every single year. This is the single highest return financial move available to most Americans right now. Move 2. Attack your highest rate debt first. List every debt you have by interest rate, highest to lowest. Put every extra dollar, every bonus, every side income, every saved subscription against the highest rate balance. Minimum payments on everything else. This is called the avalanche method, and mathematically, it gets you out of debt faster and cheaper than any other approach. Move 3. Build a 3-month cash buffer before you invest. This sounds counterintuitive. But here's the reality: most people end up back on credit cards because a car breaks down, a medical bill hits, an appliance fails. Without a cash buffer, every emergency goes back on the card. You pay it down, you charge it up, you pay it down, you charge it up. The cycle never breaks. 3 months of basic expenses in a high-yield savings account, currently paying 4 to 5%, breaks the cycle permanently. These 3 moves won't make you immune to what's coming, but they dramatically reduce your exposure to the specific scenario that's building right now. Finance Alert Global publishes weekly alerts tracking the economic signals that matter to your money before they make the mainstream news. Subscribe now. It's free. And share this video with one person you know who's carrying credit card debt. Because the trap is designed to work in silence. And the best thing you can do for them is break that silence. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next alert.